Rockets family, today's vibe is pure celebration. We've just hit 200 subscribers on the channel, and that's all thanks to every one of you who believed in this project from day one. But hold on tight, because today was loaded with on-court drama too. You know that game that looked lost? A real heartstopper for any fan? Well, it turned into something straight out of a movie. And as if that wasn't enough, there's a major development behind the scenes that's about to shake things up in the weeks ahead. Trust me, you won't believe what's coming. So get comfortable, smash that like button, and let's dive in. Who would have guessed? The Toyota Center was shaking like it hadn't in ages. Over 18,000 voices believed till the very last second, and the impossible happened. The Houston Rockets pulled off an epic comeback against the Orlando Magic, winning 117-113 in overtime after trailing by 11 points in the fourth quarter. This was one of those games that truly tests a fan's heart, but pride took over. And it wasn't just about the score, it sent a direct message to the league. This team was built to fight with the best. The first half was nothing short of a nightmare. Even without Paolo Banchero and Jalen Suggs, the Magic came in with fire. Franz Wagner had a ridiculous night, pouring in 29 points and controlling the pace like a veteran in the conference finals. And on the other side, Desmond Bane showed exactly why he's one of the league's most underrated players. The Rockets' defense struggled with drives to the basket, and every possession felt like it was slipping away. The crowd started to grumble, the bench looked tense, until something changed. And that something has a name: Kevin Durant. This is why he came to Houston. When the game got intense, he just took over. Cold, calm, and relentless. He set the tempo, scored in transition, dictated the flow, and inspired the young guys around him. That buzzer-beating three at the end of the third quarter? The start of the comeback. He finished with 35 points and a post-game message that said it all: "We trusted the plan, and nobody gave up." Simple but mighty. Beside him, Alperen Sengun was putting on a show of his own. The Turkish big man was everywhere, fighting for every rebound, going up against stronger centers, and coming through in the clutch. With just seconds left in regulation, he got the ball in the paint and hit the shot that tied the game as the clock expired. The arena absolutely erupted. Then came overtime, and Houston became a wall on defense. Amen Thompson threw down a monster dunk off a perfect Durant pass. Jabari Smith Jr. delivered a huge block on Wagner that had the entire bench on its feet. The box score tells the story of this win: 69 rebounds to Magic's 57. 19 of those were offensive, meaning second chances, hustle, and pure grit. These numbers show what the narrative sometimes hides: intensity. Everyone knows the Rockets have talent. What they needed to prove is that they could handle the pressure. And that night, they made it clear they can. Fans left the arena feeling like they'd just witnessed a new chapter in franchise history. A team that doesn't quit, that responds with grit and pride. But let's not get too comfortable just yet. Up next, there's news that could shake up this rotation. And it's not all good. If yesterday pride was running high, today Houston is feeling mixed emotions. Because while fans are still catching their breath from that epic win over Orlando, news broke that hit right at the heart of our rotation. Forward Tari Eason is out for 4 to 6 weeks with an abdominal injury, and that changes the Rockets' bench setup completely. It's a big blow, especially with the team playing such high-level basketball on both ends. True fans know Eason is the kind of player who might not shine on the stat sheet, but his attitude is everything. He comes in and changes the game's rhythm with energy, defense, and a physical presence. Lately, he's been a secondary pillar in Coach Ime Udoka's rotation, first off the bench to give the starters a breather and bolster the D. With averages of 11.5 points and 5.2 boards, his absence isn't just about numbers, it's emotional and structural. So now the question is, who steps up? The logical answer is Jae'Sean Tate. The veteran has shown he can deliver with consistent minutes, but he'd been sliding down the rotation lately. Now, with Eason sidelined, this is his golden chance to prove he can still be a key piece on a playoff team. Maybe even more. Tate has the physicality and defensive IQ that Udoka values, but he'll have to bring it with consistency. The Rockets can't afford wasted minutes. Another name to watch is Aaron Holiday. Sure, he's a guard, but Udoka has shown he likes smaller lineups full of speed and ball control. Holiday, clocking in at 38% from deep, can help space the floor and keep the offense rolling when the starters rest. The question is how to tweak the defense without losing the balance that's been a defining feature of the Rockets season up to now. The challenge is to keep that rhythm. Houston sits at the top of the league in offensive efficiency and is a top 10 defense. That's a standard of excellence that can't afford to slip, not even with a key injury. Udoka will need to place his trust in the depth of this roster and maybe experiment with more daring lineups featuring Reed Shepherd or even Steven Adams, depending on the matchup and pace. The fans, of course, feel the loss. But they also know this group has personality. That win against Orlando proved it. And maybe, just maybe, this struggle is what brings them closer together. Because when Houston is put against the wall, that's when the real Rockets show up. And the next battle just might prove it all over again. So, Rockets fans, this week showed us that this isn't the inexperienced team that crumbles under pressure anymore. They've proven they can win under fire, but now they face a new kind of test. Surviving the loss of a key player without skipping a beat. Will Udoka be able to keep up the defensive standard without Eason? And who should step up off the bench? I want to hear from you. Is this just a bump in the road or the start of something bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like, and let's debate.